Run Dem Crew started 3 years ago in a small side street in Stratford in East London. You know what, let me just start again. The Run Dem Crew began 2.5 years ago in a kitchen in Shoreditch. That is also a lie as well. But the Run Dem Crew began about 2.5 years ago. I was commissioned to write a one-man show. I basically found myself in rehearsals playing about 23 different characters, feeling very unfit. I had two options, either football or running, because I kind of collect sneakers and trainers anyway, and I thought I'll just grab a pair from the shelf and then go and run around the park as fast as I can. And after collapsing after 5 minutes on the floor, I thought to myself that actually I might have to start taking this a bit more seriously. So I started running very late at night so no one in my area could see me, because I was kind of embarrassed about the fact that I was wearing tight clothing and lycra. My friends kind of started noticing this change in my general spirit and my physical shape, and they started asking me, we'd like to come running with you. And it kind of just went from there. We started off with 6 people in my friend's kitchen, and it just kind of grew and kind of grew and grew from there. And now we have kind of a whole truckload of people that come running with us.
And my name's Mark. I've been running with the Run Dem Crew since the beginning.
My name is Abby. I have been running with Run Dem Crew for probably about 2 years.
Hi, I'm Domi. I've been running since January. I started running because my mate Tom got me drunk and I bet him that I could run a marathon.
At each Run Dem Crew session, what we do is we gather everyone together and then we divide them into 5 groups. And the groups are named after animals. So we have tortoises, hares, greyhounds, cheetahs. They like to wear lots of lycra and talk about VO2 max. And then we have the elite, who are kind of mysterious force of people who are much faster than they actually look. The reason why we have 5 groups is so that you're never ever running alone, and you're always running with people who are around your kind of fitness level.
I really love the sense of solidarity that we have here. It's not about the fastest, it's not about the strongest person, it's about all sticking together.
Looked at a few running clubs and they all just seemed a bit stuffy and a bit kind of square, so it sounded quite good because there was like young people involved and some like sort of a lot of creative people, so it sounded a bit more like my kind of thing.
You cannot blag your way through a marathon. What you reap is what you sow. If you put the hard work in the training, then come race day, it's just a celebration of all the training that you've done. I think you start to enjoy running a lot more when you don't actually focus on time. And you just focus on the feeling and experience of running and completing something that you worked really hard at. And the medal and the time is just a bonus.
Next marathon coming up is Chicago in October, which I'm really looking forward to because the London Marathon didn't go particularly well. I committed all the cardinal sins of running marathons. I went off too quickly, it was hot, so I didn't really kind of pace myself properly, I didn't think of the conditions. I tripped over at 6 miles in, and the gel exploded, and I thought I'd broken my hip open, and I thought it was blood, and it wasn't, it was like, ah!
Yeah, I just ran the London Marathon. I loved it and had a really good run, which was really motivating because now I can't wait to do another one.
I did a Brighton Marathon at the beginning of April. It was hot, but I finished and I'm still alive, so it's all good.
Really, actually, at the end of the day, marathon times, the only people impressed by those are people who don't run. And those are usually people you meet in the office, and you talk about it by the water cooler and say, I ran 4.5 hours in the London Marathon. Aren't I really cool? We always say in Run Dem Crew that we don't run for medals, times, or PBs. We run for me. Good. Thank you very much, people. I love you all.